Hello, all, and welcome to the next episode of Tales from the Mailbag, or in this case, the road bag, or what do we call that? I guess the road bag. I don't know the what's that little bag on a motorcycle? I don't ride a motorcycle. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of call this the road bag or the Dallas trip. Yeah. So about a week ago, um, well, technically 2 weeks ago at this point, I took a trip to Dallas to visit my brother. He lives in Dallas, Texas, and there's a couple of vintage toy stores there that were really cool. Um, I'll try to get the names whenever I get to the products I bought there. But yeah, really cool. I went in with the idea of looking for some things. Of course, in general, Marvel Legends, McFarlane's, anything that interests me. But I wasn't really looking for too much new stuff, unless I found like some WWE exclusives that I hadn't found. Like I was kind of looking for those Royal Rumble elites that came out recently with Earthquake, Yokozuna, and the Jimmy Hart Build-A-Figure. Didn't see any of that, but I was looking for three things specifically in terms of like retro stuff, or vintage or retro. LJNs, Bone Crunchers, and Simpsons World of Springfield. Both stores didn't find a single LJN or Bone Cruncher. Very disappointed. But found a lot of Simpsons. So, yeah, those are the three main retro lines I'm buying for right now in terms of toys. I buy a lot of old retro video game stuff that I don't ever show. Maybe one day I will. But, yeah, the Simpsons was the only one of the three I really found. I didn't really find there were no Bone Crunchers at all. And I think one of the stores had an LJN in a case, but it was one I already had. I think it was the JYD one, the Junkyard Dog one, which I already had, so didn't need it. So yeah, kind of disappointing in terms of older wrestling figures that I was looking for. But like I said, tons of World of Springfield stuff, which is fantastic because I hadn't really bought anything World of Springfield in a while, and I picked up a lot here. Yeah, so we're just going to kind of jump into those. First things first, though, I did stop at a couple of just random Walmarts and Targets. Didn't really find anything at the Target, sadly, but I did find a couple things at one of the Walmarts. And there are so many Targets and Walmarts in Dallas, Texas, that there was no way I was ever going to get to all of them. I was able to get to maybe 4 different Walmarts and like 3 different Targets, kind of near where my brother lives. So apologies. We were doing so much stuff. There was no way we were just going to stop at every single little store. We would hit the 2 big vintage toy stores, a few Walmarts, a few Targets, and that was about it. So I'll start with those. The first thing is at the Walmart directly, like almost like across the street from them, like a block away. I picked up a McFarlane Clown. I didn't have Clown yet. Glad to have him. He looks great. And yeah, I went ahead and picked him up. I had actually pre-ordered him on one of the other websites. It wasn't Big Bad Toy Store, but he still hadn't come in, so I went ahead and canceled that one and bought, like, in the store, in Walmart, I canceled it, bought him. So cool. Looks really good. I like it. The only thing I need left, in terms of, like, what I want for my Spawn collection specifically, is if they make the Freak, that would be great. I would like to get one of him. And then I would like to get a Violator. But I don't really want the newer Violator, like the big kind of steroided up Violator. I would like an older classic skinny Violator. So we'll see. The next thing, at a different Walmart, I found these, which I had not seen at any Walmart. At my Walmart, I had not seen at all. And any other Walmart I had been to, like in Lubbock, Texas, or somewhere, I had not seen at all either. But we have 3 of the recent AEW released figures. So yeah, I picked up Mr. Brody Lee. Unmatched Series 3. There we go. This is basically the Dark Order wave. So we got Brody Lee, Evil Uno, and of course Stu Grayson, who sadly is no longer with AEW. And of course Brody Lee passed away tragically, but glad to have him. In terms of this line, these are the only ones I was going to get. There's your whole line. Yeah, these were the only ones I was going to get. I was only going to get Brody Lee, Stu Grayson, and Evil Uno. The Evil Order's kind of dropping like flies. So many of the guys have left the company. But I feel like these are your main three, so went ahead and got them. Pretty cool. Glad to have them. These are the first ones, I believe the first AEW toys that come with the pack of cards in them, so we might do those separately. Yeah, glad to have them. I mean, that makes, I think, like in terms of things that have been released in store, not ringside collectibles, but in store, I think that makes me caught up on all AEW stuff I want. I don't know what wave is next, but I'm sure there's a couple things in the next few waves I'm gonna get. But for now, at least in terms of things I've seen out in the wild, I'm caught up. So, okay, now we can get to stuff I got. So, the first store I went to was, I think it was, what was it called? Dallas Vintage Toys. Apologies. That was the first one I went to. And I'd actually seen that toy store in a couple of videos. I believe Ethan Page did a toy hunt vlog in there. They have a big Castle Grayskull thing that leads to like a big collectible room. And they have a Jeffrey the Giraffe from Toys R Us in there. That was the first one we went to. I'm going to save that for last just because that's where I bought most of these. The other one we went to was called DFW Toys, which I think was just stood for Dallas Fort Worth Toys. And that one was like a bigger store. Like when you walked in, it was really big and spacious, but it felt like it had less stuff. It was still a cool store, and I took a bunch of pictures of it, but it felt like there was not as much stuff in there just in general. I don't know why. I don't know if this is the way it was set up, or maybe I just wasn't finding things I really wanted as frequently. I don't know. But in that one, I found 3 of those Simpsons toys, and that's what I'm gonna show off first. Like I said, I wish I had found Bone Crunchers and LJNs all over the place. I did not, but I found a lot of World of Simpsons. So the first ones there I found were bags. I picked me up a Patty and Selma. Awesome. I think one of these actually comes with the DMV playset, so I might have to try to find that playset somewhere. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I think this one does too. I found Jasper, the old man. He comes with the retirement home playset. That one I don't care as much about. I probably won't go out of my way to try to find that one, but maybe I will later down the line. But for now, I'm good just having him. One I do want to go back and get, though, is I found a Mayor Quimby. And I know for sure he comes with the Town Hall playset. And so I do want to go back and see if I can find the Town Hall playset at some point. But for now, cool with just having him. And that's it. Those were the 3 I found at the Dallas Fort Worth toy store, or whatever it was called. Yeah, so, and they were all loose. And like I said, I think Patty or someone, one of them comes with the DMV playset. Still not sure which one. But I know for sure Jasper comes with the retirement home playset. Mayor Quimby comes with the Town Hall one. The Town Hall one is the one out of all of them that I really want. So I'll probably have to go back and find that. Next up, I just popped that right there. Okay, now we can get into the other stuff. Okay, so this is what I got from Dallas Vintage Toys. I got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. 13 World of Simpsons figures. And it was funny because like my brother went with me and he doesn't collect toys or anything at all. So he was just kind of there looking around and we were just laughing about stuff that we were seeing in the store. And then, you know, Simpsons I noticed right away. They had it like kind of right at the front of the store on a rack, like one of those twisty racks. And I was like, we'll come back to that. And when we were leaving, we went back to that rack and I just started passing them on to him to hold. So he had like 2 armfuls of Simpson toys and then I had one. It was pretty hilarious. But I got a lot. So we'll start with just the first bag here. First one up, I went ahead and got a Kent Brockman. Funny enough, in a different video maybe later down the line, you'll see I ordered this whole set. I think this is like wave 6. Because it had a lot of the ones I needed. But I ended up buying him on his own. I love that it has a KB toy sticker for $7.99. And no, that is not how much I paid for him. But I wish. But yeah, got a Kent Brockman. We got Flanders. You need a Flanders. Another KB toy sticker up there. That's pretty cool. We got Herb Powell, voiced by Danny DeVito. I like the celebrity voice ones. Another KB toy sticker. Somebody had a whole collection from KB Toys. And one of the more important ones I think you need, well, they all are, but like especially Flanders and this one. We got a Mr. Burns. I was missing a Mr. Burns. I love that he comes with money and the 3-eyed fish. Fantastic. So we got those. Trying to move these kind of out of the way. Next bag. We got Miss Crabapple. Awesome. We got one of my personal favorites, Hans Moleman, who comes with football. Fantastic. Man gets hit by football. Love it. Had to get Sideshow Bob. A lot of that's what was happening. I was like seeing one and then just being like, have to get it. I'm pretty sure I bought every one that was in the store that I didn't have. We got Troy McClure, voiced by Phil Hartman. Phil Hartman did a couple of different voices. So did Al Brooks. And then in the last one in this bag, speaking of Al Brooks, we got Brad Goodman. Look at that one. Where's that one from? I don't know what store that is, but it says $5.98. Again, not what I paid for it. I wish it was. And it's funny because I did get a pretty good deal on these. Like when the guy noticed I was buying so many, I was able to kind of haggle with him a little bit, which is why I like going to toy stores like that. And I ended up going down quite a bit from what like the price tags actually kind of said, so I was pretty happy about that. And then because I bought so many, they threw in something at the end that I'll show you in a minute. And then last bag, we got Cletus. We got Barney. Fat Tony, voiced by Joe. Voiced by Joe Mantegna. I always mispronounce his name. You know who he is. And then one that just made me smile for no stupid reason. We got Disco Stew. So there we go. That was all of the World of Springfield figures that I found at Dallas Vintage Toys. Really cool. It really actually kind of reignited my want to pick up World of Springfield. I had been always keeping tabs on different figures on eBay and Mercari, but I always kind of held off because I knew this summer I was going to take that trip to Dallas, and I knew of at least one of those toy stores and was hoping they would have Simpsons, and they did. There's still quite a bit of them I want to get. I have a whole checklist I printed out. And, you know, we'll kind of piece it together as we go, but I've already ordered a couple of them from a couple of different websites. So, yeah, more World of Springfield coming down the line. But that's it for this video. Yeah, that was the Dallas trip. We got a lot of stuff. The McFarlane Clown, we got those 3 AEW figures, the Dark Order, and then a lot of World of Springfield. So it was a fun trip. I loved it. I saw, we went to the Dallas Museum of Nature and Science. I had never been to the Cidercade before. That's cool if you know what that is. That was really fun. There's a lot of stuff. And, like, we didn't even scratch the surface. My brother was telling me, like, there's so much other stuff you're going to want to do here. So I look forward to eventually going back and probably checking out those stores again, seeing if they get any more stuff. But, yeah, that's it. That is Tales from the Mailbag. In this case, the Road Bag, a.k.a. the Dallas trip. But thank you. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I apologize. These are what I got thrown in at the end. Remember I said the Dallas Vintage Toy people threw me in a couple things? Again, probably doesn't cost them a lot to make these, so them throwing them in was probably just, you know, here you go. But I got a couple t-shirts. There you go, Dallas Vintage Toys. This one looks like the classic Ninja Turtles logo. And then the other one is a blue one that looks like the old Voltron logo. Cool. Anyways, now that's it. So, yeah. It was a great toy store. I really like it. Everybody, they were really friendly. And they had a lot of stuff. A lot of newer stuff. But still, I was able to find all the Simpsons stuff, so that was good. But that's going to be it for the Dallas trip. Thank you. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. You do not have to if you do not want to, but I always appreciate anybody who does. And I will catch you guys in the next video.